Okay, so I visited a friend and he started this catfish business, and I think he's doing pretty well. He did all the plumbing works all by himself, including the filtration system. And each pond takes about 1,500 fingerlings, and he has three of the ponds. 1, 2, 3, and that's him, Francis.
Hi.
Well done. You've done well.
Welcome to ENF Catfish Farm.
Wow. So what motivated you to start this? What's your motivation?
Yeah, I just had a free time, and then I thought of putting it to good use. So
Wow.
as I was thinking, crossed my mind. Although I've been hearing about catfish business, but it never crossed my mind. So one day I caught up and I saw the space behind my house, and I just said, okay, why don't I give it a try and then start? So I started searching, and then I did a lot of research. Based on that, I was able to come up with this.
Yeah, but usually a lot of people do, when they are starting, they are so afraid, and they usually will just do smaller quantities. I mean, were you not afraid when you actually started and you did 3,000 fingerlings? That's a lot, right?
Yes, there's a lot. And once you are beginning, you hear these stories, you have to start with 1 pond. But if you have your facts right, if you take your time and do research, and then you get your facts right, you can even take on 10 ponds at the same time.
Wow.
I wasn't afraid though, because I had a lot of information to guide.
Wow.
Yeah, to guide
Wow.
me.
Wow.
So that's why.
So
I'm
how
planning to
yeah.
add 3 more by the January.
Oh, okay.
I'll add 3 more ponds
Okay.
in January.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. So how old are they?
So I bought them juvenile. At that time they were about 8 weeks or 9 weeks old, and then so they are 1 month with me. So you can say they are about 12 weeks or 13 weeks old.
Wow.
They are very, very smart.
Wow.
Yeah, they are very, very smart. But let me try if I can catch some. Now let's cut. Yeah, I have some.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So you can see some.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
This is way better than. They are bigger than the first came.
Oh, okay.
And then what thing I've noticed is that the fishes don't grow all at the same time. I mean, they grow in sizes.
Yeah.
So maybe in the next month I have to group them. Right? You have to sort them out according to their sizes.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that is that.
But so far, do you know the quantity of water used so far? As in, how often you change the water?
Yes, I change the water every 4 days.
That's a lot of water, right?
That's a lot of water. So if you don't have free source of water like a borehole, it's not very expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine this can take about 10,000 liters.
Wow.
Just look at it. It's 18 by 10 feet.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the quantity of water, the volume of water in the pond. And you are need to change it every 4 days.
Do you have any advice for people who want to start this kind of venture?
Yes, I do. If you have the time to spare. I mean, it's a nice business. If you're just getting up early in the morning and seeing them grow in sizes, and it's a delight to watch. So do not be afraid. If you want to start, just start. But one thing I would advise you is that take time and do your research. Because when the idea came, I didn't just immediately start. Though I had bought all the things and put them in place. It took me about a month to do the research and actually start. So please don't be afraid. If this is your dream, chase it.
Wow, interesting. So people, do not be afraid. Go for it. It's actually very fun when you see them in the morning,
Yes,
right?
in the morning, and then they are
You
growing,
wake up, you see
them in the
them.
morning.
There's some excitement,
Yes.
and there's joy, you know, to have something like this. And of course, from the business perspective, when you're able to feed them well, you give them 4 to 5 months, you can harvest and you make some money. Interesting.
So this one is just a hobby.
Yeah, yeah. So the size of the feed, there's different sizes, right?
Yeah, so this one is, let me show you one. This one is 2 mm. I think that is the smallest you can get. That is the smallest you can get.
Okay.
So this is 2 mm.
Okay.
So normally, there are 5. I use this one to measure. So now I'm giving them half of this, morning and then evening.
Okay.
Yeah, half of this.
Okay.
Half of this.
Half
of this for each. So one half. So I can give them, let me say, full.
Okay.
This is a paint.
Okay, but what informs your decision to do half?
You know, by my research, there's a way of feeding to know the right quantity to give to each food. So you take out the average body size times the feed ratio, and then multiply by the total number of fingerlings that you have. That gives you the inform how many kilos of grain you need to feed them. So per all this calculation, it comes to half. But as time goes on, you have to do a calculation again and then increase the feed accordingly.
Okay.
Yes. So actually, you have to take about 3 or 4 or maximum 10 to get the average body weight. To get the average weight.
Okay.
Then multiply by the feed ratio. Look at the temperature.
Yeah.
And then there's the formula that you use to calculate the feed to know the exact quantity to feed them. Mind you don't need to feed them too much, other than that they will sink. And you don't also need to feed them. You don't also need to feed them or underfeed them. Other than that, there's something we call cannibalism. They start eating themselves.
Okay.
Yes. So just know the portion of food or the quantity of food to give them.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm really impressed because it's just a few months, but you know even more than people who've done this business for a long time, which means you've really done your research well.
Yes. So that's why I said I didn't rush when I got the idea. I didn't just rush into doing it. I took my time to research. Yes, and that helped me a lot.
Wow.
Or that has brought me this
Which
far.
means your advice would be that anyone who wants to start it,
just take your time.
and then research well. Okay. So research is important.
Very, very important. Just take your time and research.
Okay.
There are a lot of literature on the internet.
Okay.
So whilst you are watching the various YouTube channels, take your time and read literature. Yes.
Okay. So guys,
Okay.
I think this is impressive. You need to, if you want to start your catfish business, do not be afraid. Go ahead and research. You research well and you kickstart. Do not be afraid to think of even not succeeding in this business. When you start, everything falls in place.